Why Pantheon is a must-watch. It was the best original animated show to premiere in 2022. The video could simply end at that, but I'll say some more. The animated series debuted on AMC+. No, not that one. That one. The streaming service has got The Walking Dead and, well, that's it. At least it was it until September 1st of last year when Pantheon made its way onto the scene. No, not that one. That one. The show is an adult animated science fiction drama series, which suffice to say have a pretty decent track record. Like this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And Pantheon absolutely fits in well with that bunch. The show only got a single season with 8 episodes to show for it before getting, you guessed it, cancelled and removed from its streaming service. If I had a nickel for each YouTube video I made this past month about a cartoon that got cancelled then purged, I would have 2 nickels. And even with its very limited existence, I can still with certainty call it the best cartoon to debut last year. So why exactly is that? Well, you do have the fact that the great cartoony content of 2022 was mostly found in the continuation of great shows, like Primal, Love, Death and Robots, The Owl House, The Dragon Prince, Harley Quinn, and Tuca and Birdie. So yeah, cartoons debuting during the year were a bit sparse, but don't let that belittle just how great of a show Pantheon truly is. The show is really great conceptually, and it tackles the topics of mortality, capitalism, and artificial intelligence incredibly well. The show focuses in on a quote-unquote cyber conspiracy that revolves around the father of our main protagonist. It is super interesting how Pantheon displays and communicates technology in the digital world through an animated lens. And speaking of animation, it is absolutely gorgeous, adopting what I call the anime-ish style. So not quite what most would consider anime, but it's not quite traditional Western animation either. Look at shows like Invincible, Blood of Zeus, She-Ra, and of course Avatar being the most popular example. All of which, including Pantheon, have totally stunning visuals, animation, and design elements. But not only does the show look pretty, its story and characters are some of the more interesting animation has to offer. I particularly love how they use the Kim family dynamic alongside the endlessly interesting characters in Laurie and Caspian. Additionally, the whole Logarithms company with Stephen Holstrom makes the series that much more fascinating. This show fits itself nicely into something that I'm making up this very moment called the gray area. You see, all cartoons fall somewhere on the maturity spectrum. If your show's too soft, regulated, or child-oriented, it'll be way over here. If your show has no regulations and it's really gnarly and adult-oriented, you'll be on this side. And both of these sides have their pros and their cons, but that gray area in the middle is where some of the cartoons I consider to be the best of the best reside. Shows here are able to capture the mature toning and plot lines that the right side shows could, but they still hold some of the innocence and chilled down nature to them that make them so wholesome and enjoyable. So yeah, as I'm sure you can tell, I absolutely love Pantheon, and all I was able to do with its only 8 episode run. After all that, I'm sure you can understand just why Pantheon is a must watch.